So, back for another preview here on Talk Norwich City. They seem constant at the moment. A busy Easter period. I'm here with James Alcott from Ball Street and, of course, your own YouTube channel now, which is cool.
Yeah, so if you want to head over there and subscribe, then I would appreciate it, because I've just kicked off. It's difficult, it's harder than I thought, didn't realise.
Yeah, it is hard, yeah. And I would appreciate if you went over there and subscribed as well. Links in the description. I think we spoke before the last time we played each other, actually, at Carrow Road.
And we also did the championship predictions.
Should we not talk about that?
Briefly talk about. Oh, do you know what? I think we're QPR kind of bang on, actually. We're like 14th, 15th, which is what I said.
Yeah, and I think I predicted us to go up automatically.
Yeah.
And then you were like, maybe playoffs. And I was like, okay, we'll settle for that.
Yeah.
We're 13th. I think you're 2 places below us. How has your season been, though? Because it seemed at one point that you might be sniffing around the playoffs.
Yeah, super briefly, right at the start of the season.
But you still had that bit of hope.
We did for a second, and I think we're so mid-table. We've been so mid-table throughout this season, which I was it got to a point where I was kind of okay with that, because I was thinking, don't go down. There is so much money in the championship now. Every squad that comes to Loftus Road, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
And the big thing, I think, is that QPR fans have sometimes been unfair on our team with, I think, is just the lack of Premiership experience. We've got Neda Manua, who's played in the Premier League.
Good player.
Good player, yeah. Good Championship player. I mean, but that's it. There's no other Premier League players or players who've played in the Premier League. And it's okay, because I think we've got a lot of young players coming through now. And the last few games have been a lot more promising. We've got a couple of under-18 players who've come through. Paul Smith, you might have heard of recently, got his debut for Northern Ireland, scored the winner on his debut, little guy, and he scored his winner on his debut for QPR as well, which was only 2 months ago, on Boxing Day or New Year's Day, I think it was. So we've got a few players like that coming in. Another guy called Eze, which is E-Z.
Eze, yeah. That's brilliant.
Oh, Eze, he likes to be called, which is devastating for all headline makers.
I mean, there's some great chance to be had there.
Exactly, yeah, but I think it's Eze, which is utterly devastating. But he's a really exciting player, someone who the game seems to kind of go into slow motion when he gets the ball, relaxed on the ball, picks up the ball in tricky little areas, and we look a bit more of a threat with him in the team as well. But yeah, the bottom line is that the season's it's kind of what I was expecting, but I'm kind of pleased with that, because I was slightly worried that we might be down the bottom.
It's interesting you say there about the young players. I think, teams in the Championship have there's 2 extremes. You've got the likes of Brentford who've completely scrapped their academy and are kind of going out to buy already experienced players. Yeah. And then you've got the likes of QPR and Norwich as well, who are having to now try and create their own players because they simply don't have the money. Is that something you see going forwards for QPR? That's almost the ethos now.
Totally, yeah. I think I think we're a year behind you, or ahead of you, in terms of not having any more money, and I think that's going to have to be the thing for you guys as well, because it does run out, and also the amount that you have to pay for players now seems to go up each year. So I think it is the only way to do it. I also think that what Brentford do really well is they get hungry 22-year-olds and get 6-7 great years out of them, sell them for a profit, and then use that money to buy a better 22-year-old. That's what we're trying to start to do, and we're trying to bring through these academy players, which for a long time we haven't done at all. I think before this current little crop that's come through, I think it was 1996 or something, when the last guy, Richard Langley, kind of came through and established himself as a proper player. Okay. So we've had to change the way we're doing it, and we're hoping that these guys are decent and can take us somewhere, but I think it's going to take a few years before that happens. I
mean, if you were to look at this game coming up on Monday solely from the league table, there's very little to play for. Is there anything that you guys are hoping, clinching onto? What's making you watch QPR at the moment?
What's making me watch QPR at the moment is the work rate that the guys put in. I think there's a feeling. There was a worry probably about 2 months ago that this team hasn't got the quality to maybe even stay up in this league. Right. But I think what it's shown is it's got the spirit and often the organisation to outdo teams because they work so hard. And so in terms of looking for the future, we've got a squad that's got a really young average age, and not for this season, of course, but I think if we, say, finish top 10 next season with the same kind of squad, I can't see us making too many changes, because we've got a lot of young players who we want to keep around. Then it is almost a 3-year thing. I think it's about moving forward, especially when you haven't got the money anymore, when you're not one of those teams that have come down that can almost cheat, which QPR apparently did. that's the big thing for us. So I think it's about momentum moving forward, finishing the season well, and hopefully these young players for us kind of developing.
And what have you made of Norwich? Because we done that season predictor at the start of the season, or before the start of the season, and I think you were slightly wary and probably wise. I went into it with sort of yellow tinted glasses, as I do with most things. But did you expect the kind of transition at Norwich City to be as slow as it has been?
I think when Farker came in, you really hope you hit the ground running, and you did start quite
okay.
Well.
Yeah, start okay.
I think there was a hope. There's a hope that you basically do Huddersfield with better players, really, as a starting point for them. Hasn't worked out like that. So overall, I think ultimately you're not the 13th best squad in the league.
No.
There are some huge teams in the league. I think it was always going to be tough and tight for you to get into the playoffs. If you've got a decent bit of momentum going, then that would have been fine. But I think the difficult thing is how your expectations kind of morph and change when you have been in the Premier League. And what happens is when you don't win a couple of games, there's that horrible feeling, isn't there?
Yeah.
And then it spirals. It can spiral a little bit. And I think there's been moments this season when that's happened for you. Certainly happened for you last season, didn't it?
Yes.
Those moments, because those expectations were so high. So I think sometimes you kind of have to sort of balance and see where you are, and then go again. Do you think he'll get it figured out long term?
I hope so. I think we've chucked everything in the same basket now, so it has to work, and we've committed to it. And it's nice to see us do something different as well, and go down a different route.
I think these things
keeping it
take
fresh.
a bit of time to bed in as well, especially if you can work with young players. They almost need that. They'll be like sponges. They'll take in they'll take it all in, but they'll also kind of lack that bit of guile and experience. Like we were chatting before this about Cardiff.
Yeah,
that is a team that doesn't have that panache or like young excitement, but they've got guile, they've got gamesmanship, they know how to win a game of football, and that's what's working for them. But overall, I think it's far more exciting to watch younger players. Yeah,
definitely. With all of that being said, what are you expecting on Monday?
So we've got Reading on Friday, and then, should I say that?
We're filming this before the Friday game.
So we'll see how we get on against Reading. At home, we have been really, really strong this season, and I think weirdly, although we're 15th in the league, there is still that kind of energy with the team. We're kind of up for it. So I do expect us to do something against you. I think you've always got a strong squad there. We're able to beat you last time. Blue tinted glasses this time. I think we've beaten a lot of teams at home. Beaten Wolves at home, Sheffield United at home, decent sides. So I'm hopeful for a win. I am.
A win?
Yeah, I think we'll do.
Going all out there.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to go 3-1.
Oh wow! Okay.
I'm going big.
What have you had for lunch?
I'm going big. This is a different team. They work harder than a lot of other sides, and I don't know too much about Norwich. Maybe I'm going to be wrong. Let me know in the comments. But man, you haven't had the best seasons, have you? I
mean, if that doesn't get you up for a mid-table championship clash, I'm not too sure what will. Go and subscribe to James on YouTube. Links in the description below. Let us know your score predictions. Are QPR going to do us 3-1? Hopefully not. Let us know. Hit like. See you later. Before you go, I just wanted to show you these bets that FansBet are putting on for Talk Norwich City viewers. They're doing a 20-1 perfect bank holiday. That's Norwich to win, Ipswich to lose, and Sheffield United to lose. There is also a great bank holiday. That's Norwich to win, Ipswich failing to win, and Sheffield United failing to win. They are all enhanced odds. The reason we've done Sheffield United is from that little bit of rivalry we got from earlier in the season. If you guys want to see any special bets, leave them in the comments section below, and we'll see what we can do alongside FansBet. See you at Loftus Road. Bye-bye.